Thank you very much, and good morning, everyone. I'm a founding partner of a business called Alinea, one of 6 founding partners. We formed in 2013, wanting to bring a sort of fresh and more dynamic approach to my profession. And Alinea actually, in Spanish, means alignment and coming together, and that's partly relevant to why we formed our firm. We are now just over 100 strong, and we're very much seen as a sort of market-leading business within London. We operate across a range of sectors, residential, commercial offices, which we talked about today, life sciences and retail. And our clients include many of the sort of leading property companies within the UK, property investors as well as overseas investors. We're a firm of chartered surveyors, chartered quantity surveyors, so we're regulated by the Royal Institution of Chartered Surveyors, or the RSCS. I'm telling you this because I work in a different sector to what the people on this call generally are. Now, a quantity surveyor is one of 4 key members of a construction project team. And we work alongside the architect, the structural engineer, the services engineer, and our role is to be the custodian of all commercial aspects. So to influence the design as it is taken forward, to make it cost efficient, to estimate the construction cost, to procure the building contractor, to assimilate the contracts, and to pay the contractor and sweep up disputes at the end. And we possess a particular expertise in tall buildings, and we've acted on 10 of the 13 tall buildings that have been built in the City of London over the last sort of 10 years or so. And the London market is London office market is a very sophisticated, dynamic market. Is seen as the bedrock of international property real estate investment, and therefore what we do and the advice that we give to our clients to inform development viability calls on projects, to inform their commercial interests is critical. So investment-based investment needs to be informed by certainty. And the construction industry itself has a number of particular challenges around improving productivity, a skills shortage, the carbon agenda. It's also an industry that suffers from reputational problems and is often bemoaned in the press. So against the context of all of this, how do we deliver certainty to our clients and optimum value to our clients? And I'll talk through a few of the themes. I think firstly, you need to understand your client's business, and that sounds a bit cliche, but part of the reason we formed our business is that a lot of our clients we were working with 10 years ago were saying to us, you're not aligned to their needs, you're not responsive enough, we're not seeing enough of you on our projects, the level of expertise was poor, and clients want advice from a trusted advisor. So we sought to address that by creating a business that directly responded to our clients' needs. And we spent a lot of time talking to our clients, listening to our clients, and building a proposition for the market that was tailored specifically around that. And it sounds very simple, but we found it very successful. And the best compliment a client has played to me over the last 10 years is they've said to me, if we're not in the room, we trust you to represent us. So knowing your client, being focused on what your client's needs wants is absolutely key, particularly in my line of work. The second point I'm going to talk about is about project environment, culture, and people. And this is related to construction projects and the environment within my own business. And if you think about a major construction project, there's a lot of people involved with it, not just the operatives on site. A major project can have 1,000 operatives on site on any one day. But in terms of the professional fees on a project, they generally account for 15 to 20% additional to the construction cost. So that's a lot of fees, that's a lot of people. So in addition to the core design team members that I've mentioned, me, the architect, the engineer, and so forth, there's probably another 15 to 20 different organizations that advise on a multitude of things, from planning, rights of light, legals, party walls, geotechnical ground issues, acoustics, letting, legals, and so forth. So the reason a construction project often struggles is less about tangible factors, about the budget being wrong or a decision's been made late or something has happened. We believe it is much more about people issues, about competence, about experience, and having the right people, and critically the team not working together. And successful projects start with good leadership. They start with strong client leadership and getting the team focused and organized on the objectives. So good teamwork all sounds a bit cliche, but it is so important and it is so often overlooked. Giving everybody on the team, on the project, a voice and providing an environment for collaborative working and having clarity on what those objectives are. We call that Align for Success, and we talk about that a lot at the start of a project. Now, we're a consultancy, we sell people, and people are our biggest asset. And most businesses will say, we employ good people. Well, we believe to exceed clients' objectives and to create a high-performing environment, you need the very best people. And if you employ the very best people, clients will come back to you for work on a repeat business. And 80% of our business is repeat business. And we've done this by putting our people agenda right at the top of our business strategy, by creating an environment with a very strong focus on our people. Our core values are teamwork, trust, and excellence. And we've created a really strong culture of inclusivity, transparency, and respect. And that's really enabled us to attract the best people. It means our churn is low. And guess what? That means people are motivated. It means they function well, and they'll go the extra mile for our clients. Then people, our team, and our community is motivated, and we're really proud of the awards that we've won around that. The third theme I'll talk about is how we advise our clients. Now, buildings are becoming increasingly complex, and they include more specialist engineering systems, more complex facade systems. There's a need to have more off-site prefabrication. Programs are more complex, and so forth. What that means is that even in my line of work as a chartered surveyor, you need more specialist skills so you can give your clients certainty around those key facets of that advice around engineering, around facades, and so forth. And it enables you to participate in those conversations. Technology is key to us. Designers now work extensively in digitally based 3D packages, so we need to be able to interface with that. So investment in technology has been fundamental. And finally, innovation is key. Being open-minded to exploring how you can do things better, how you can build better, how you can build faster, how you can build more cost effectively. Mediocrity is not good enough, and I don't believe anybody should come to work to accept mediocrity. And the final point I want to talk about is not shying away from delivering difficult messages and fronting up advice to a client when it's less than positive. And indeed, this is relatively topical in some of the sort of key headlines that have been coming out in the press over the past sort of 2 or 3 weeks. And on a lot of construction projects, things go progressively wrong because consultants and clients will not front up difficult calls and giving difficult advice when it needs to be given. And we as a business are great believers that if there is a difficult message to be given, it should be fronted up and we should go and talk to our clients, because the truth will always come out. Richard, that's it from me. Thank you.